Hey there, fellow Factorians. Onerous here with another episode of Bobs and Angels C Block, and we're in a reasonable position. Last episode we fixed up our power. We've got researching towards green science, but also farming. That's right, farming. The soil. The soil was a use for our brown algae, with which we have a lot. So we'll get to that at some point. But what I want to do this episode is set up some slag slurry production and turning that slag slurry into the good stuff, the good material. So what we've got to do for that is we've got to make sure we have all the bits and pieces built and ready to go, because once we start down this path, we're going to be kind of ripping out some of these things, and we're going to lose our production of iron and copper, which we kind of have a fair bit. We have a fair bit, but we are going to need a fair bit. I probably don't need to take all that copper, and I probably want to turn some of that into some more steel, I would suggest. All right, we've got 100 steel plate. So let's. Oh, look! Before I go any further, too, I just want to say we're about a day away from the official planned release of version 1.0 of Factorio, which is pretty exciting. I can't believe I've been playing this game for many, many years, and it's still technically in beta, I guess, finally getting a 1.0 release. And if you've been playing the latest stable, like the latest experimental versions, nothing's going to change. It's they're just porting version 18 across, and all the changes recently have just been really nice visual stuff, so it all looks really schmick, but the gameplay is still the same. The gameplay is still the same. Alright, let's have a look at where we want to go. We want to do some slag slurry. So, to make slag slurry, we can do that in... now, we can do it in a liquefier, but we can also do it in a chemical plant, and it's actually quicker in a chemical plant than it is in a liquefier one. Which is, I find very interesting. Like, why would we use a liquefier? Well, we do have a liquefier ready to go, but let's see, max consumption 250 kilowatts versus 129 kilowatts. Crafting speed 1.5 versus 1.75. So this is a little bit quicker, but we don't necessarily have to worry about speed. We don't have that much production, maybe. Because what do we need? This uses more than 1 a second. Not quite 2 a second though. And we do kind of have... what do we have here? We actually got quite a few, don't we? We have 12, which is 3 a second, if I remember correctly. This is one every 4 seconds. Yeah. So we got 1 every 3 seconds. 1 every 3 seconds. Sorry, not 1 every 3 seconds, 3 every 1 second. And this is using 5 every 3 seconds, which is what, 1.6 a second. So we could basically do 2 of these, but sulfuric acid is the issue. We're only producing, let's see, this is a 1.5 and 1 to 60. So, yeah, this is the issue. We're not producing enough hydrogen sulfide, so I don't think we can support much more than 1 of these. So speed's not an issue. We could just use a liquefier. But then, so this is where it gets a little bit funky. To get the slag slurry into mineral sludge, we need a filtration unit firstly, but we also need to make filter frames, and these filter frames are reusable. But every time you use them, they use up the charcoal, and you have to put more charcoal in. And charcoal isn't... Well, we are kind of backing up, but it's not something that we have a huge abundance of. So we want to consider that. We still definitely want to go down this path. Don't get me wrong. Let's... yeah. And once we get to mineral sludge... we can then make, with a crystallizer, we can make stereotyte, rubite, bobmonium, and sapphirite somewhere. The first one, there we go. So we actually need 4 crystallizers. All right, we need 4 crystallizers. We need probably just one filtration unit, and yeah, okay, and that's it. And we've got a liquefier. All right, so let's have a look at that. 4 crystallizers, one of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and then it probably behooves us as well to make a bit more pipe. Something like that looks pretty good. All right, and this will allow us to make a bunch more stuff. Okay, so let's begin with the production of slag slurry, shall we? How's a liquefier going to do slag slurry? Hang on a minute. If it needs sulfuric acid, we can also make it from crushed rock. Oh, there we go. Okay, hang on. So it's 5 slag or 20 crushed rock. This turns 1 slag into 2 crushed rock. So we're better off using slag. Can we get back to this just for now? So we are better off using slag. Slag is more efficient, but we can use crushed rock. I think what we're going to do is we'll just leave this crushed rock coming in here, going to stone, and go from there. While we're chatting, let's get some more wood pellets going. All right. So let's just rip this out, shall we? Let's rip this out. All right. First things first, we'll stop the slag going into there, and I guess that means you are no longer needed. So this is the issue. All right. We start with the liquefier, and the liquefier is going to go somewhere here, I guess. And you'll turn around that way, and you're now going to make slag slurry from slag. We need to get our sulfuric acid over here. That's not actually going to work. Can you reach across there? Oh, you can. Well, that's quite nice. All right. We do also have squeak through, so we don't need to worry about putting underground pipes there. All right. So now we have slag slurry, which is wonderful. Might be time to just rip that out temporarily because we're going to need this area. Next we have a filtration unit. And let's sneak you in here. And you are going to be filtering coal slurry. Filtering coal slurry. So this is where we need a charcoal filter. And it outputs an empty charcoal filter. Alright, what else do we need? We need purified water for this. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh gosh, I hope we didn't shoot ourselves in the foot here. Purified, not purify. So purified water we make in a chem plant from oxygen and hydrogen, which we have right there. Alright. I think what that means though is we need to remove that and place it probably somewhere else. Ooh, this is getting a bit tricky. Just how I'm going to fit. Okay. First things first. Let's clear a little area here where we can make chem plant. You're gonna have to cancel a few of those. Let's make a chem plant. Petrochem. There we go. All right, chem plant. Let's actually make a few. We might need a couple of them coming up. And then we'll queue up a few more of these. All right. So with the chem plant, and all right. This now is in the way. That now is in the way, I think. Yeah. Okay. So chem plant. I want to produce you right here. Actually, works really well. Because what we'll do is we'll put that there and. You do that, assuming we've got that the right way around. Not that. You're making purified water. Where would I get some purified water, buddy? There we are. Yes, okay. We got very lucky. That was actually the right way around. And we can cut you in there. Alright. So now you're making purified water. That's fantastic. Now we need to get our filtration unit. And okay, this is where it gets a little bit tricky. It gets a little bit tricky now. Because what I need to do is get all these things in. Without kind of... well, maybe it's not so tricky. Maybe it's not so tricky. Alright. But what we then need to do is we need to get this in somehow, which I think is going to now have to come up here. Alright. And now you will go to here like that. And we're wasting a lot of space. Wasting a lot of space with this setup. That is for sure. And it looks like you might need another inserter there. Yeah, okay, now you're backing up. Now you're backing up anyway. I think we actually might need 3 inserters. Just to ensure that we get that in there. So, here is where we need some assembly machines. Cancel, cancel, cancel. Make some assembly machines. Let's make 10 of them. Let's make 15. Let's make 20. Alright. And then let's make some more pellets. So what I want to do is I want to have this guy here making the filters, filling the filter frames. All right, and then temporarily, I need you guys actually making some empty filter frames. You need some iron sticks. I was not aware of that. All right, iron sticks. Let's put 100 in there. Alright, let's get you doing that. So we'll just get yeah, we're going to end up with a lot of these, aren't we? That is okay. That is okay. Let's pop you straight into there actually. Filter frames now. This is where we need the charcoal, and we actually need a ongoing supply of charcoal. So I'll pop you there with a box picking up from there, dropping off there, and let's go grab a little bit of charcoal. Well, actually, I think that looks to me like that's actually increasing, probably because we're not producing anything really at the moment. But let's pop 200 charcoal in there, and then what we do is we do that and that. Now, this is where I really like a circuit network, because we've got to make sure that we don't have too many filter frames. Okay. So if I take those away, will you output them? Not sure. I'm not sure. Oh, I forgot that we made sulfuric wastewater with this, which is actually really, really nice. All right, let's bring you back down here. And now, we need to change. Temporarily. Let's just do this. Just get this up and running. Now, what am I going to do with this sulfuric wastewater? Well, we want to feed this back over here, because we can turn sulfuric wastewater. We can turn sulfuric wastewater into sulfuric wastewater barreling. No, that's not going to help us. Into sulfur if we research water treatment. There we go. Okay, and that's a good use for it. That is a very good use for it, because we also get mineralized water and purified water, which are things that we can use. Let's go into our research, and let's get water treatment. Water treatment. There we go. Okay, this is only 20 science, so I think we're going to cancel green and that, and we're just going to go straight for it, and then we'll go back into green and farming. All right, I think that's good. Our science has stopped though. Our science has stopped because we have none of that. All right, there we go. We'll get a little bit more science up and running again. Now we need to do something. What is going on here? The sulfuric wastewater, of course. Let's see. This situation here actually shouldn't be required anymore. We should have enough filter frames. You're outputting filter frames. Why aren't you outputting filter frames? Because we need 5 of them there. Okay, all right. We have 16 there. We will grab some more when this is sorted. Okay. Let's bring you over to here. Is this doing anything for us? What is this doing? It's making mud. I'm going to pull this out. I'm going to pull this out. We'll put that clarifier. We'll put that clarifier right there. So this will still be going, making us hydrogen sulfide. But that just clears up a big area that we can actually use to do. We can actually use that to do this. Can that go all the way out to here? No, it can't. So that is a shame. All right, there we go. We'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do that. And ooh, that was almost a weird thing there. All right. Okay, you're now hooked up. Yep. Okay. This. Oh, I mean, honestly, we could just clarify it straight away, couldn't we? And just get this up and running. That just seems very wasteful. Let's grab one of those big ass tanks. Where is that? Water treatment, barreling. There we go. Okay, let's put one of these down, and we'll get at least get it operational. That actually works out pretty well. All right. So now you're not outputting. Why are you? What have I done here? Okay. So this outputs a filter frame. This needs a filter frame, but I think because of that, what if I were to halve that? All right, looks like we had too many products in the output of the other one, and we didn't get the balancing right, but now it looks like it is balanced correctly. All right. And this guy is actually working at max speed. So we need another one of these. We need another one of these. All right, let's copy you to there. We'll cancel you for now. We'll rip you out and let the rebuilding commence. Okay, so we'll pop. Yeah, that's a problem. We kind of actually want that landfill happening at some point. We're not using that much slag. All right, let's get the landfill happening over here. So this will crush rock into a landfill creator. Okay, yeah. This will work for us. If I can ever remember where landfill is in this shenanigans. Nope, it wasn't this one. It's this one. Yeah, here we go. All right. And you've got no crushed rock because I removed your inputs. That was poor of me, wasn't it? All right, let's get you boxing away because this is still very crucial that we keep this going. But this one here is now out, and we can now put in. Another one of these. How are we going to fit all this in? This is doing nothing. That piping is doing nothing. Yep. All right. I want to have another one of these, and you're making stereotype. You are making stereotype, and you are using some of that. All right. That's not working. What's not working? We're not outputting enough of those. Do we need to balance this even better? Is that the deal? I guess if we only have 5, we need just to have 5 in the system, maybe? Would have thought more than 5 would work, but this is okay. All right. Now that we've got that, you can now drop off down there. We'll pick that one up and pop that in there. And unfortunately now this setup is all wonky. All right, let's get you there. Let's get you doing that. Let's copy you to there, and you're now output filtering saffrite. Okay, we're gonna have to pick up some of this other stuff. Oh, you're actually not doing anything now as well. Why are you... okay, maybe you're... Sapphirite? You're making... Oh, I know what the problem is. Crushed sapphirite. There we go. Alright. My bad. That was my bad. We've got a bunch of sapphirite now just sitting in our inventory. All good? All good. Okay, so you then need to actually output down here, so it's on the correct side of this. And now we should be in a little better position. Alright. And then this slag now needs to get all the way back up to there. Yes, okay. I think now we need to actually bring it out around this side. So if we were to bring it over here and up through there, yeah, that actually works. Okay. I need another one here. Let's kill that. Let's put that there and output to the right. Slag, and now we can connect you back up. All right. This was much easier than I actually anticipated. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. Okay, then let's get you to do something like that, and let's input priority to the right, so that we do use up this. We do use up this excess slag over the slag that we're creating. I think that's that is good. That is good. All right. We got some extra belt now that we don't need to worry about, and we got some extra slag that we can. I'm just going to dump in here. I'm going to dump in here. I think we got a good amount of slag. All right. Slag is still the issue. You're just working. You're working at full pelt. You're working at full pelt. All right. All right. That is pretty sweet. That is pretty sweet. You are, yeah, you're still going. We're still collecting. We can probably put a little bit of that towards stone bricks. Let's grab 100 stone bricks out of there. All right. So now that we have that, what we want to do is we want to make another. We want to change this arrangement because this is very wasteful. You will be outputting, whoops, picking up there and outputting there. Alright, let's grab that bit of copper. Oops, copper into here. Gosh, I miss even distribution. Alright. So now that we have 2 more of these, 3 more, well, that's too many, isn't it? Where are we gonna build this? Alright. I'm like, oh geez, I'd love to just rip this out, but this is our only source of hydrogen sulfide, which is a shame, which is a huge shame that we can't just plonk it in here. Can we move this down? Can we move this down one? We can. If I move all this down, it allows us to have the next one in the same line, which is it's not important. It's not important. All right. What do we got here? You guys get out of the way, and we'll figure out what to do with this. We just do that, I guess. And a power pole where? Power pole where? There? Yep. Alright, and then you connect up to here. So this is going to be Bobmonium. And Bobmonium needs its own sorting. So we need to crush the Bobmonium and then sort it. All right. So let's do this into a crusher. Crushing Bobmonium. And now the output of that, I actually want. I need to filter it. I need to filter it. How are we going to do this? What about like this? Yeah, okay. Because now I want. Can I? I don't know if this is going to work. All right. let's test this out. What I want to do is I want to output to the right crushed stone, and then that's right. These things are useless. How are we going to do this? Oh, that actually we don't need that one. All right, and then we'll do that. But my question is, if I do this, will crushed stone get sorted in time? And the answer is no. The answer is no. So all that means is we need to do that, and have that, and have that. Okay, so now we have only bobmonium on the bottom, which means we can. Why are we getting crushed rock? What have I set this to? Crushed crotinium? That was the wrong thing. There we go. All right. So now we get our crushed rock goes back to here. This is actually going to back up, I think, at some point. So we'll probably want some of this crushed rock to actually go into another liquefier, making more slag slurry. Although we could be making more. We could be making more. But again, our sulfuric acid production is a problem. But it's only using. We've got 20,000, and this only uses 5 a second. So 20,000 is actually going to last a long time. The amount we have backed up. So let's make another liquefier, and we'll use that twice as fast. But you know, I think it's worth it. Liquefier. Why do I not just go straight to the search? It was in Petrochem. Alright, let's make one more liquefier, and then get back to some handcrafting. So if we put this liquefier here, we can actually connect it like that. And copy that recipe. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. I wanted one of those. And then have you doing a couple of those. There and there. We'll power you up like that. And then this perfectly hooks up like that. Look at that. Alright. Apparently you have no slag. What's going on? Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I actually need I need you guys picking up from there. All right. There we go. They're a bit slower, I think, because they've got. Well, no, the rotational speed means that if they're longer away, they should still swing at the same end. The ends just move faster. So yeah, they should be fine. All right. We're now backed up on slag slurry, which means that this is our limitation, which is good because we can expand that. But what are we doing with this? More importantly, what are we doing with this this stuff? Well, let's get some sorting happening. We need another ore sorter, another ore sorting facility. We are going to need to pave this area here, and then we can cancel this handcrafting. Look at that, man! We got a lot of got a wood pellet, a lot of wood pellets. How's our charcoal going? That is a good sign. That is a really good sign. All right, and our power through all this is still looking really good. I think we actually have a few. Yeah, we've got 4 more wind turbines, which we can't really place without putting down some more landfill. Speaking of landfill, how are we doing? Yeah. This situation is working. Okay. Ore sorter number 2. So this is going to be bobmonium. Which means what? We don't want to put it in here because this is solely. Let's place this down. Bobmonium. What do we actually get out of this? We get tin and silicon. Ooh. Now, from my memory of of my Bobs and Angels. I actually got a lot of silicon early that I could not use. And it took me a while to actually get to using silicon because it was in like the higher level circuits used silicon, but initially it was not used very much. So, okay, let's think this through. Actually, I think I want it sort of one lower. If we were out here, we kind of want to duplicate that in this way, and then we'll have copper, we'll have iron, we'll have tin. I wonder if we can. I wonder what happens to the seafloor pump if we do over a seafloor pump. That's okay. All right, we won't test that theory just yet. All right, so you're gonna be crushing bobmonium, which is fantastic. There's some bobmonium for you to crush. I've even got some bobmonium in my inventory for you to crush. And we'll get a power pole here. And you are going to output. Something here. All right. Let's do that. That was too big. That's okay. We'll need that, and then we'll need one of those. Ooh, what just happened there? It glitched on me, and we made it too big. That's okay. I guess that's okay. And then that's going to be one of those. All right. So do we have the stuff to make those things? Blast furnace. Don't need a chemical furnace. We need one of those, and we need that. We do have some stone brick available. There we go. Let's put some more stone in there. And induction furnace. All right. So now, oh gosh, all this handcrafting of pellets. It's always in the way, isn't it? Yep. All right. So now you are making tin from from tin ore. Sorry. That's good. That's good. I didn't actually check the recipes, which is now worrying me because some of these things actually change significantly. But you are just tin ingots, which is great. And then I've stuffed up the size of this. Terrible, 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 terrible. All right. That's that, and that's that. We can sneak in some power poles here though, which is nice. Let's just get this production finished, and then we can end the episode. All right. And last but not least, you're making tin plate from molten tin. All right, you go in there. We get you in there. You can have a bunch of wood pellets, and all we need to do is hook this guy up. All right, hook this guy up. Not that. Hook this guy up with some friendly ore over here. Now, some friendly ore over here. This is not necessarily the right type of ore at this point. We need some friendlier ore where we output priority to the right for the crushed bobmonium. No. Tin. Not crushed bobmonium. Tin ore. Basic ore. Tin ore. There we go. All right. And that means we also need to take care of this with an inserter and a box, and probably a power pole to power that up. All right. Let's see how this goes. Right, what am I saying? You're coming here. You're picking up from there and going into a box, and we'll put that in there. All right. Okay, so phase one. Phase two is that. How many inserters? We just had one. Yeah, okay. So that's all we can keep up with. All right. So there's tin plate. There's tin plate. Slag. No, we don't want slag going in there. We only want tin. All right. What I need to do is have another. All right, let's put another one of these, and output priority left for slag. Okay, so this slag will disappear somewhere, and all right, new setup. New setup. We do that. We have the box here for the silicon ore. You're picking up from there. Now I don't actually like this. I actually want to change it to output right silicon ore, because I think that just makes more sense that we're showing the flow of the ores here. All right. So let's grab any slag out of there. We've lost power to this inserter, so we'll need a power pole there. And now we should be okay, except that we have this slag coming over here when we really want it to be over here, don't we? Okay. Can we jump across that? No, we can't. Well, doesn't that annoy the heck out of you? All right, let's change this. Let's change this again. Let's change this again. So you're now doing slag, and you're going there, and we're going to take you all the way back here. Actually, I want to take you back on that line. Okay. This is going to work. This is going to work. The spaghetti is getting beautiful. The spaghetti is getting beautiful. All right. You now are outputting tin and going down there. And that just means that you are outputting the stuff that we don't want, the silicon ore, and that's going in there. All right. Problem solved. Problem solved. Let's pick up some of this junk that's blocking us up. Obviously I didn't click that as well as I thought I did. And away we go. So now we just need this slag to jump over here. Jump over here and just like that. Perfect. Voila. Et voila. We have, oops, actually I needed that belt. We have slag going back in. It's getting repurposed. This guy needs some wood pellets. There you go. And we're away. What all is happening? We've got another 500 iron, which is wonderful. We've got a heap of copper already. How's our research going? It is short on iron. Let's grab that iron. Let's pop it over here. And there we go. Let's put another 100 of that in as well. But this production, beautiful. Look at that. We've already got 100 tin plate. Okay. So, last that's on our list that we need to get through is rubite, and we'll do that tomorrow. I'm pretty happy with our progress again. Let's have a quick check of power. Let's do the 10-minute, 1 hour. Wow. Electrolyzers running at full ball use 4 megawatts. That's okay. All right. Nice. I wonder if is there a way to see our max power over this time? A summated value? I don't know. I've never tried. It'd be nice just to see the total value of power used. But we can see most of our power, honestly, is just the electrolyzers, isn't it? And they, at max, are using 4 megawatts. We're actually pretty good for that. But, yeah, everything else is going well. Our charcoal is still increasing. That is something we've got to keep an eye on, and I love to see it. We've still got separation. That's got nothing. And this has no windmills. We've still got separation. We've still got enough power for this production over here. Yeah, look. Loving it. Things have died in the middle here, though. What's going on here? Okay. All right. This is a problem. This is now a big problem. Something for us to figure out next episode, I think. How are we going to? Because I just want to clarify it. But you can see with this pipe arrangement, we can't actually go an underground pipe in here. Problem for next episode. No, we got to fix it, don't we? We've got to fix it. We're at 40 minutes already, man. This episode has exploded. We need another clarifier. We need another clarifier water treatment. There we go. I think we're going to have to move you. How do we move you? We'd have to move you. Whew. We're just going to have to move you. But you're full of sulfuric wastewater. I don't think there's any way to avoid moving you, I'm afraid. We could, yeah, okay, alright. This is what we have to do. We have to get you over to here, like that. And then like that. And then we pop this here. And then we get our second clarifier here. And we run like that with an overflow valve. Let's not waste it. Groundwater bore? No. Fluid control. Here we go. Overflow, no return, overflow. Make one of those. And like that. Okay. And of course, we had to destroy 20k sulfuric wastewater. But we do want to turn that back into sulfuric. That's on our list to do. But we want to get this going here, and we want to make rubite next. All right. I'm going to turn that speed up to 5, and we're just going to let this run. Again, our research we'll probably end up with farming research in a bit of time, maybe, but I won't add anything else to it. And tomorrow we'll get rubite going. We'll figure out what to do with the sulfuric wastewater. We want to turn that back into sulfuric acid, sulfuric acid, a few other byproducts. This looks like it's getting to be a bit of a sulfuric area, which is nice. I'm not sure where we're going to put the rubite. I think we're going to have to move. We might have to move this arrangement, which is still supplying our sulfuric acid. Anyway, lots to do, always lots to do, but most importantly, big thank you to my patrons, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.